Let's now move on to formal and experimental pragmatics. Formal pragmatics is a study of pragmatic phenomena through the lens of some logical concepts, or the concepts of traditional logic and its various notations, and also from mathematics. Formal pragmatics is largely an extension of formal model-theoretic semantics into the domain of certain contextual meanings generated by a speaker. So it is relevantly something which is more closer to semantics as compared to pragmatics, because we do employ these formal measures of logic and mathematics into semantics to understand various kinds of meaning in semantics, and various semantic theories rely heavily on such concepts. For example, the theory of truth conditions. But in pragmatics, it is relevantly closer to the understanding of a speaker meaning, which in a context which is sensitive to the elements of speaker meaning. So therefore, it is somehow relatively a new area for pragmatics. Formal pragmatics and dynamic approaches to semantics, such as discourse representation theory, are closely related to each other, and this formal elements is related to only a subset of topics within pragmatics. And these topics are those which fall on a semantics pragmatics interface. The topics like definiteness or indefiniteness, the topics like presupposition, implicature, especially scalar implicature and conventional implicature, and there could be some other topics related to this. Formal pragmatics also performs two important functions in Habermas philosophy. First, it is a theoretical underpinning of the theory of communicative action, which is a crucial element of his theory of society, how we perform actions through communication or various other communicative actions. So this provides a theoretical underpinning for such conceptualization. It also contributes to the ongoing philosophical discussions regarding truth, meaning, rationality, and action. So these are some important contributions of this theory. Moving on to experimental pragmatics, it is closely related to the application of some experimental concepts of psychology or psycholinguistics to the areas of pragmatics, especially those which fall within certain domains of pragmatics, which can be tested in a certain way. We need to acknowledge in the beginning that not all areas of pragmatics so far can be tested experimentally. The techniques which are used in this regard can be divided into online measures and offline measures. Online measures usually involve the techniques like eye tracking and timed responses to stimuli. I mean, to a certain linguistic stimuli, what kind of timed reactions are or eye tracking reactions are produced. So we could obviously, these responses contribute to the meaning, and by knowing them we could actually know the deeper meaning of an utterance. Offline measures involve those measures which provide us a choice from a set of candidates of the best sentence to describe a scene. For example, we select a set of sentences which describe the same scene, and we might ask somebody to select the one which describes the situation or the scene best. And therefore, this is used for the exercises like which involve to test somebody's ability of disambiguation or one's ability to deal with semantic illusions. So there are multiple exercises, or in multiple intelligence tests, such techniques are being used. Typical experimental work has investigated the timing and order of events in interpretation. How timing and order of events do influence the meaning of various utterances in the sequence of events, and how it helps us to understand the overall conceptualization of a certain message or meaning. So we need to understand that the time and other factors do contribute to the overall meaning, and through experimental psychology we probably would be able to understand these factors further. Then this experimental pragmatics also helps us to understand the development of pragmatic ability between various learners. For example, we can understand that a certain linguistic element or pragmatic element is understood by younger learners better, or by the older learners better, or who learns it first. So we could have an idea of the linguistic ability or the pragmatic ability of various learners by using this experimental pragmatics. So this could be useful in since this is also a new field. This can be very useful to understand and decode, as well as investigate certain pragmatic concepts on scientific lines in future.